There are so many powerful tools for Claude Code. Skills, agents, commands, MCPs. It gets confusing pretty fast. In today's video, I'm going to break down each one and give a real demo. By the end of this video, you'll be a master of these four tools and have plenty of examples to steal and get shipping today. I'm Makuda. Let's get into the sauce. A quick overview of the four tools we'll be covering today. Skills, which are instructions Claude can read on its own. MCPs are external tools Claude can call. Agents are parallel workers Claude spawns. And commands are on-demand workflows you trigger. And bonus, we'll be covering plugins, which are pre-made bundles of all of the above for quick and easy setup. All right, first up are skills. These are markdown files that are going to teach Claude Code how to do specific tasks. I'll give you an example one here. I'm in my user level Claude folder, and in the skills folder right here, have a folder named landing page copy, and skills have the name skill.md. This is a skill for generating effective copy for landing pages. So it has a name and a description at the top of the file. So whenever a Claude agent is invoked to work, it can assess its skills available by reading the description here. Obviously, this says generate clear and direct landing page copy. It would know to use this skills and pull in all the context and the predetermined rules I've made, instructions on how to execute it. Here's my landing page for Evex, my AI personal trainer mobile app. I didn't spend too much time on this. You can see there's some M dashes, and I honestly haven't really proofread it myself. So I'm going to load up Claude Code in the repo using Warp Terminal. Love it. And just to see what skills you have available, you can always type /skills, click enter, see some of your skills you have. And I'm going to invoke it just in the prompt so we can see it being used. But typically you don't have to specifically say which skill to use. Using the landing copy skill, rewrite the copy for this Evex landing page to make it more professional and meet the standards of a real landing page for a mobile app. We'll kick that off and we should be able to see the skill getting used in the debug logs. Yep, right away successfully loads the skill. Okay, it wrapped up, gives us a summary of all the changes. We can flip back to the page. Love it. Stop planning, start lifting. Great. Copy here. No more M dashes. This all looks great. The next powerful tool we'll be covering are MCPs. These are going to allow Claude Code to connect to external tools outside of Claude Code. So whether that's browser automation, other APIs you call for information, connect to your database like Supabase to read your real data. These are very powerful and I would argue must have for an effective Claude Code workflow. So back to terminal, you can see which MCPs you have with the /MCP server. I have a couple here, but let's see the Chrome DevTools in action. And these can be invoked on their own. So let's say I want to say, make a dedicated about page for this Evex landing page. Use the Chrome DevTools MCP. Okay, it's done with its changes. Now we can see it's going to verify using the Chrome DevTools. Like we said, it's going to run the server itself. Okay, open its Chrome window. No hands here. Okay, we can see the page it made. And yep, a screenshot. So a very quick way for it to validate designs on its own or look stuff up, find inspiration online. A must-have MCP, I would argue. To install these MCPs, a lot have their own GitHub repo. Like here's the Chrome DevTools ones. And then you can go down to the Claude coding section and it's a quick command line just to add it. The third tool we'll be talking about are agents. Claude Code spawns these and there's special own Claude instances to focus on one task. They kind of have a black box. You know, if you have a huge app you want to build from scratch, Claude Code can create specific agents for each part of that app to build out, to parallelize the task, to limit the amount of context usage you're doing, and to make it go faster. So for instance, if you want to build this landing page from scratch, you hadn't started yet, you could have one work on UI, one on SEO, one on accessibility. You know, even for a more full stack app, you could have a back-end guy, a front-end guy, a security guy. This is really where you leverage the parallelizability of Claude Code and ensure your instances are all doing what you expect it to do. And these can also be invoked by Claude Code on their own. So you can type /agents to see which agents you have. You can see I have a couple here, like for Code Architect, Code Explorer, Code Reviewing. You can also pick which model they use. You can also create your own by just clicking create new agent here. The personal level, which lives for all your repos, or the project level. I usually do personal, and I can generate it with my own. Just say what I want. I'll give you a demo. Make me a UI researcher that uses the Chrome DevTools MCP to search similar designs for our app on Dribbble, takes screenshots, assesses the commonality in all of them, and then implements them in our app. We'll give this one Opus, and we'll give it purple. Click enter to save. Now we can see it here in our agents list. So now if we want to kick off a task to design an exercise library page for our Evex app, we can tell Claude Code to use that agent to get designs that already work, and it should use what we gave it previously for instructions. Using the UI design researcher, build me an exercise libraries page for our app. Yep, there it is. There's our Thanos purple. So let's see what this does. Yep, it calls the MCP. So it's going to go to Dribbble on its own, very fast, taking screenshots. A reminder, you can always see the agents in the Claude Agents folder up here if you want to edit it or make your own this way. Then when it's done, we can go to the exercise pages and see what it built us using references of real, already proven to work designs. All possible with that agent workflow. Now, the fourth tool we'll be talking about are commands. These are arguably the simplest one, but save me a ton of time every day in my workflow. So the custom commands you trigger with the / button. They're invoked by you on demand. They can't be triggered by a Claude Code agent. And I use them to automate repetitive workflows. So we can go to Claude Code, type /. There are obviously all the built-in ones like init and, add directory, but I have my own command review branch right here made by me. And if we go to the Claude folder and see what it is, this is good for reviewing my code or other people's code. I'll have a language model make it for me, then I'll tweak it to my liking. So I'll just have Claude Code write it and say, at the user level Claude folder, make me a command which analyzes the git diffs on the current branch and generates a natural language 3-line tweet that is based off the changes in the branch. That's done. I should be able to do just /tweet here. You can see it performing a git diff. And boom, here's our tweet. Polishing the Evex landing page copy today. Rewrote every section to be shorter, clearer, and less startup speak. Early access. Yeah, you know what? I might tweet this right now. I don't necessarily use commands for writing code, but for workflow processes like this, a must-have. And finally, we're at the bonus stage of plugins. These are bundles of pretty much everything we've talked about. It's a simple one install and everything is configured for you. So to demo in Claude Code, you can type in plugins, and there's a whole marketplace of plugins already available here. You can go to the official Claude Code plugins here, see which ones to browse. So these are just a quick way to get a batch of tools available, built by other people and shareable. You can also make your own and put it on the marketplace. Now I know that was a lot and we went pretty fast just to cover it all in a short time frame, but you can screenshot this. Here's just the ultimate decision framework I use to determine when to use these tools. So if you want to follow standards, make it a skill. If you want to pull in external tools, use an MCP. If you want to on-demand workflow, use / commands. If you want to parallelize work, use the agents flow. If you want to bundle all these and share them, utilize a plugin. Now, I told you guys I'd give you some examples you can steal for all of these. Thankfully, a lot smarter people have thought about this and have a ton of repositories. There's these awesome Claude skills, a huge skills library grouped by what you want. Documentation, development, creative, a skill to create skills. Definitely check that out. Same people made a repo of Claude Code agents, similar categories for language specialists or for core development principles. And this guy on Twitter I found, Jack Colpin, has his own collection here and rated the effectiveness on each. So that will cover it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You are obligated to like if you learned something. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on the latest AI workflows. Let me know which of these tools are working for you down in the comment section below. This is Matt Kuda. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.